Yo, what's poppin' everybody? This is Cerebral54, and we're gonna test out our Melmetal Lucario Tag Team GX deck here with another Lucario. Just so you know, that win streak over there, it's not with this deck, just so you guys don't get any crazy ideas. Wow, this deck's busted, and what have you. I did that with the Dark Box and I think a bunch of different decks like Gengar, the fighting deck with Lycanroc and what have you. But anyways, this deck is still pretty good, the Melmetal in Standard. It's a good tank deck. Now, my opponent opened up with a Tag Team GX of their own, the Deoxys Espeon. Man, I really wanted to get that card and use it myself, but don't have it yet. But gets the Incate down, so more than likely this is a Malamar variant of a deck. I think Malamar really is gonna I think it would have been decent for as long as it was around, but I think with the new rule changes, it does kind of suffer a little bit. You do have a great advantage with that deck when you play first, and you can set up your in case. It's like you get a free turn in a way. If you go second, it's not as good. It's slower. But anyways, my opponent is gonna go first either way, so he cannot play a supporter. But with the Energy X, he managed to draw a bunch of cards and play the air balloon too. I guess the new sort of float stone. Good card. But you guys can see how important the Den AGX is. If you didn't have that, you wouldn't be able to sort of get the Juniper draw on the first turn. It's almost like you play a supporter with that guy. Anyway, so we open up with our Lucario Melmetal, which is what you want, and I discard the only rod that I have there, the ordinary rod. Kind of sucks, but I do want to save the frying pans. I think I might need them. You never know if they just have a way to discard them or something. So just go ahead, put the energy, go with the GX attack already since we can. And now I'm blocking damage. Not a great start since we couldn't use a supporter. Didn't have a supporter, which sucks. And this is one of the other downsides of this deck is that you don't really have a great way to search supporters and stuff. There's not really any space to run cards like the Den AGX. To be honest, I would have to drop a card that I wouldn't want to drop, and I'm not running Cherish Balls too in this deck, so you get a bunch of those drawbacks. But it's not always like this. Obviously, usually you're gonna have at least one supporter. So my opponent is going to use communication, get another Diden AGX. Yeah, this guy's doing the opposite of what I'm doing. But, as long as we see an energy, we can still go on the next turn. Just slowly gather our energy, slowly gather our stuff. That's how this deck is most of the time anyway. You're slowly going to do stuff, even if you have a supporter. The only issue is that I couldn't get any more Riolus down. I would have liked to play more down. So he filled up his bench, so this is actually good. So now that I know what I have to deal with, it's two Dedenne GXs wasting his space there, the price to draw cards. Two Malamars, those are going to be his engine, and he's going to be using this Latios and Espeon. So got the Lily, pretty good. I won't get the plus, but it's still going to be a good draw. Now, this Latios, it's supposed to be immune to me with the tag Purge attack, but I'm not too worried to be honest. I do have outs for this. If it's gonna want to use that, it's gonna be doing ass damage throughout the game. So what this means is that it's gonna give me time to set up. So wasted the frying pan over there. Had to do that to draw the maximum amount with Lily, and we still didn't get an energy, so I gotta pass the turn, but. This game is definitely not over. It's just starting. I'm getting my act together. Like I've said, his field is pretty much set up the way it is now. There's no sky fields and stuff. So what I have to deal with here, we can. He won't be able to finish me off in a good while with the stuff he has. So he's gonna attempt to power up Espeon and get that ready. Possibly he's gonna try and get the 200 GX attack going. That's going to be good for him. It bypasses my, damage blocking. But by the time he gets that ready, I'll probably be set up fully. So quick ball, discard one of the metal saucers, and we're gonna get, what should I get here? So Galio, should I get that? Should I get another Riolu? That is a good question. Got the Riolu there. Now that I think about it, I probably should have went with Lucario so that I attached the frying pan there. Yeah, I should have gotten the Lucario Melmetal. It's really confusing when you've got a stage 1 Lucario and then the Lucario Melmetal. Anyway, I hope you guys get what I mean. But got the energy. We're not doing any damage, but I'm gonna build up my dude, get them ready. And pretty soon, we're gonna build up our counter to that dude. It's gonna be the Skarmory here. Or I can do the Solgaleo. I mean, either way, as long as he wants to use that guy to use Tack Purge and be immune to me, then he's going to be doing 0 damage. Now that I have the Lucarios out, that's basically what it is. As a Psychic Pokemon, I've got the Resistance too, which is handy. So 0 damage, he's not doing anything. And now we kind of have a stalemate there. So, I'm going to use your Stadium. I can't tell you how many times I've made use of my opponent's Viridian Stadium. Get that metal energy on Skarmory and then go with Cynthia. And if he wants to pull and do stuff like that, it's fine with me too. I've got ways to deal with it. And, even if he does that, it's not like Skarmory's gonna die easily against him. I've got the GX attack blocking. I've got the frying pan too. I'm gonna play that down. So, we're good. We're not doing too bad. We're controlling the game at the very least. Now, the other good thing going for me here is that even if he goes with the Espeon Tag Team GX attack, Lucario has 120 HP, so he can't even get like 2 easy KOs on them if he does that. Now then, let's see. Mysterious Treasure. Doesn't matter what you're going to search. And he's actually close to decking out. He needs to be more careful. He dug through his deck like crazy. But there's not much you can do, man. There isn't much you can do. I'm kind of in control of the game here. If you want to play another Pokemon down, I have to kill one of your guys first. So, it's all up to me. Still 0 damage. That's good for me. There's not much he can do. And we're just going to keep putting energies on the Skarmory. Hopefully I get it ready in time. And, I mean, if he tries to just use his GX attack to take care of the Skarmory, that's also great, because it's going to be a big waste, for one. And then the other is that he's putting the Deoxys Espeon in harm's way. So I can attack it with Lucario. He can't block me like he does with Latios. So no matter what he does, he won't be able to come off clean. I'm in a pretty decent position, like I've said. We got our stadium down too. The GX Power Plant Negation Stadium. It's not going to do much for him or me, to be honest, but just to get rid of his own stadium. I don't need him to be searching energies and stuff. He's got 5 energies on the Espeon now, so it's pretty close to being ready. And now I think it's about time I use the switch, and it's time for Skarmory to do something. Let's play down the other. Should I play it down? Yeah, I might use it. You never know. I mean, it's in my interest to use it, to be honest. If he kills the Skarmory and the Lucario, then using this other guy to force him to get 3 prizes is good. So let's use the quick ball. I don't need to search anything really now. Just thinning the deck, getting rid of cards that we don't need. And there goes Steel Wing, 90 damage. It's a 2-hit KO. I'm also blocking damage from his attacks now. So he's got a really rough choice in what he wants to do. Or she. Wow, it was a chick all along, saying he again. Anyway, yeah, I don't pay attention to the avatars a lot of the time. Sometimes, maybe when they have a really interesting name. Either way. So she, not he. She's got a difficult choice, and in the end she decides to go with Attack Purge. I don't think that was a great idea, just doing 30 damage, but at the same time, maybe she didn't have the 6th energy to use the GX attack. What she could have done, though, is maybe try and use the Espeon's regular attack, but because she has the 2 Dedenne on the bench there, she wasn't going to do enough damage to kill me. So we get an easy latios kill here. Skarmory did its job. And now that I don't have in the way, she gets an open spot to play a new Pokemon. And she's probably going to make use of the Deoxys Espeon GX attack this turn. Might as well. She needs to start doing stuff because she hasn't taken any prizes yet. I just got my first 2. But, we're in complete control of the game. I mean, I still haven't used most of my healing cards. Lucario Melmetal is ready. I've got the Lucarios down. I mean, she's in a really rough spot. She played down that Mewtwo GX, which is, I guess, could be a threat. You never know what that Pokemon is going to pull out of his ass, depending on what she has in the discard pile. But because I've got the Power Plant, maybe I shouldn't worry too much. I've got 2 more of those in the deck, too. I don't think we played more than 1 so far. So she's going to go for the GX attack and deciding where to place the damage counters. No matter what she does, she's going to be in a rough spot, and she spends her GX attack with this, so I don't have to worry about Mewtwo doing any crazy stuff, at least. So, place the damage counters, and she decides to actually kill this Skarmory and damage the other Lucario. I actually think the best thing she could have done is target down both of the Melmetals, but that's just me. Let's see, I've got the metal saucers. We can use those now. I can use both of them. Let me put one on Solgaleo, and then put the other one on the other Melmetal. Just put one on Solgaleo just in case I gotta use them later. Use Radiant Star, you never know, so keep that option open. And I'm gonna go with Cynthia. I would have liked to heal, but we didn't have Lana. I got it now, but I guess we're gonna use it for next turn. And I guess I could have used Quick Ball, get rid of the Mew, but let's not dig too much because I could be close to digging out too. So 150 damage. That Espeon is in range to get KO'd now. She can't do much. I mean, if she has a way to heal, she has, but that little tool there, I forgot what it is, the name, it's a new card, but it gives 30 HP. It doesn't help too much, the case with Espeon here when I'm doing a 150 damage. It's an exact 2-hit KO either way. So, I'm checking her discard pile because, like I've said, you never know what that Mewtwo is going to pull. It's like a magician with the hat. You never know when it's going to come out of the magical hat. But I think she doesn't have anything that's dangerous. I mean, perhaps that Dusknoir Trevenant would have been with its GX attack. That would have been pretty nasty. But because she used her GX attack, then I don't have to worry about that. So, Energy Spinner, looks like we don't have any energies left in the deck. I have a bunch of other things. So, all we gotta do now is use Mallow and Lana, get that heal and switch in, and discard the Mew and the Quick Ball, both of them cards that I no longer need in this game. Heal this dude, so I just don't give you that opportunity to get those prizes. And we can use the other Lucario Melmetal. It is ready to now. So 150 damage. It's not gonna kill the Dedenne, and it's got the resistance too actually, but just keep doing damage. I guess another drawback with this deck is that you don't really have a great way to pull. There's no Guzma anymore and Lysanders you can run. I would have to use the Great Catcher, and that doesn't work against V Pokemon too now, which makes me like it less. But, I mean, yeah, you can't use those, so if they keep switching into other Pokemon, they can buy time effectively. But if our tanking is, in a perfect position like this, then it doesn't matter how much they stall, as long as we have enough healing cards. So, get another double KO here, or a triple KO actually. She sacrificed the Espeon. And I get another Malolana. Nice, nice. No matter what, I think this game is mine. I only need to get one prize left. I mean, what is Mewtwo gonna do? I've got the stadiums down. I just got a lot of energies on, but not much you can do. I mean, gonna go with Cynthia. She has to be careful. She's gonna deck out too. That's another thing you can do is deck your opponent out with this deck. It's like they get hasty, they get desperate, they start digging, trying to answer you. They can't do anything, and then just end up decking out. That Marshadow, they're gonna get rid of my stadium, but yeah, what are you gonna do, Mewtwo? You only have like 2 turns at best to do something. And because she didn't get a lot of prizes, like even if I let one of the Melmetals die, I can afford to. She still needs to get 5 prizes. So, like I've said, I mean, Mewtwo, lots of energies, but what are you gonna do? I just keep checking the discard pile. I don't see anything that can be threatening to me. I'm just gonna go with Night Watch. I guess she's trying to put cards from my hand into the deck, but it doesn't matter. Like, if you're gonna do this low damage, I don't even need to heal. So heavy impact, I just gotta do that. And just keep attacking you with huge chunks of damage until you can't fight back anymore. So this is gonna be the last turn, unless she switches again or something, but she can only like use the other Dedenne for a little bit of defense, and that's it. And she won't be able to do that forever. So damage counters with Giratina, but it's at this point she's gonna realize she can't really do much, and it'll be my game. She goes with a Sky Judgment, so this is basically game for me. All I gotta do is attack, finish her off, but she scoops anyway. So good first game with Lucario. Put in some work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this match. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Wasay!